Well, hey, beauty, come on in. Welcome. You're invited to take a moment with me. Step away from that busy life. Drop down out of that frenetic brain that's always thinking, always wondering what's next. How many things can you do at once? You're invited to just take this moment and stop, to tap into calm with the emotional freedom technique and an an affirmation from an oracle card. And I want you to just take it in and take what you need and leave the rest. Often you will hear a word, a sentence, a phrase. It doesn't need to be the entire message. If it resonates for you, take that in and let's just work with that like for the next 24 hours. Grab that message and just let it infiltrate and see what might come up for you later. And of course, we'll be tapping, so we're tapping it in, and you can do more later today or tomorrow. As I shuffle away here, just take this moment. We're starting to calm down already, but I want you to check in, as I always do. Search your body for any places that have any stress, that tightness and constriction, discomfort, unease, shortness of breath, aches and pains, nausea, rapid heartbeat. Where do you hold your stress? And just make note of it and notice how intense it is. You can give it a number, 0 to 10. 10 being way up there, like you're close to panic or something. And just notice. And then as I show you this oracle deck and pull the card for the collective, notice how your body reacts, because it always does. And just pay attention to what happens. I want you to just tune into that body. It's one of the most important things you can do. We tend to really bypass it. So knowing that EFT tapping is clinically proven to help relax your nervous system and regulate emotions, to release emotional and physical pain, let your body heal itself, and so much more. And when we do this on a regular basis, like weekdays with me or on your own, you can literally transform your life like I have mine. You just tune in to what message we're getting today. We're coming to you from Gateway of Light Activation. And you can see it's quite reflective. It's kind of a pale gray day today, but it's still a lot of light coming through my window. This is by Kyle Gray. And this is really quite galactic, I might say. And I'll show you the outside of the card. It's a lot of times when I do meditation, particularly if it's guided, I tend to go into space. I don't know about you, but when I was learning to do some shamanic journeying and needed to go to the underworld, to go down into the earth, and into that world, it was different. It was really different. It took me a minute because I tend to love to stay out of my mind and into space, out of my body sometimes. And I recently discovered that that was okay for me. It was something that was part of me, where I spend part of my time anchored into this world and part of it in the other. I did not realize that's why I do certain things. And as you do, inner work, and you start to work with a coach like me, or therapists, counselors, all sorts of coaches, you will discover things. All right, so I digress. Feel into that body again and notice what we need to know. Let the spirit tell us, what do we need to know today for the collective, for the highest good of all? Oh, okay. So this is Thoth. Thoth light codes, light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. So look at this character. I don't know if you're into mythology and some of these beautiful stories. It's quite interesting, but let's see. Who the heck is Thoth? And it's spelled Thoth, but I believe that H is silent, the first one. And of course, Kyle Gray does not number his cards. So I have to do the alphabet, and then I have to find within, there's like a whole bunch of S's and T's. Okay, T. Bear with me, folks. Okay, here we go. What happened when I held that card up for you? Just checking in with your body there. What's going on? Fascinating, really. Okay, so remember, light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. Thoth, pronounced Thoth, also known as Tahuti, is the ancient Egyptian ibis-headed god of writing, divine magic, and the moon. Acknowledged as the sacred scribe who created writing, he is considered to be the great mind behind the hieroglyphics and the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was the priest king of Atlantis and and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. However, no matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws of the universe, which inevitably led to the end of their civilization. I mean, that's one civilization I've heard about for many, many years, that there's this Atlantis somewhere in the sea that was once a thriving, kind of like what's happening now with AI and all the innovations and things going on. That's the kind of culture they had. This gateway takes you to a space where you can connect with the energetic frequency that Thoth carries. As a master teacher of the stars, he holds space for you to connect with some of your greatest gifts from this lifetime and the many others you've lived. Thoth's primary teaching is spiritual integrity, and he's working alongside a powerful congregation of evolved souls, the ascended Atlanteans, to guide those who are ready to increase their awareness. He specializes in helping those who are finding it difficult to make spiritual progress, to rise above the aspects of their life that are holding them back. And he helps awaken the teacher within. To connect, you can chant Tahuti, Tahuti, Tahuti until you feel a shift in the energy around you. Then say, Thoth, great priest king of Atlantis of ancient Egypt, thank you for initiating and awakening the great teacher within me. Wow. So your message, you are blessed to connect with Thoth. You are going through a powerful set of light initiations at this time, and these are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. In order to complete the process, sorry for stay with my new mouth. In order to complete the process, there will be a release of old ideas and limiting stories. But this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you. Don't be concerned of the intensity of the energies that surround you right now. Facing shadow parts of yourself and your story is essential for connecting with divine magic, and evolved beings of light are there to lead you the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time, know that when fear gets loud, It's because you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. And this is so true. And this is very appropriate as we lead into the full moon as it's coming up, knowing that full moons are there to light that darkness and ask us to look at the shadow side. That's one of my specialties, by the way. It's one of the things I do to help you go there in a very safe way and address that. Because all of our shadow parts have gifts for us, and it's important to see what that is. It's usually the very gift we need. But as we look at this, what's going on in your body? How did that resonate for you? I know that many of you who come here to be with me are, looking at more and more of what's going on in our world that's beyond this earth and the help that we're getting from things like this with Thoth. I was just reading about the Palladians and what they do. By the way, there's like 6 different ways to pronounce that. But look at how you can just tune in to, when I talk about, I might say the word source, spirit, conscious universe, the universe, your higher power, your inner power. This idea is all about God. It's the words that we use to reach that part of us and that universal consciousness, because we are all in it and we are of it. So understand that part, that when we tune in, regardless of how we do it, we can connect. And we're connecting with our higher selves, but also allowing the higher selves to be an observer, which is what it does best, to help you look at that lower self where the shadow is. So I want you to just lean into this message, and we're going to tap into a positive message coming from Gateway of Light. This is happening, actually. Everything I listen to, I read, there's so much going on in the cosmos right now with the way the planets are and all the people, talking about that. There's so much happening. Solar flares. It is, the certain planets are actually kicking in those earthquakes and tornadoes and, all the storms that are bigger, all the things that are happening on the world stage with some of the oligarchs and stuff. A lot of this is going on because of that. And we need to have faith that we are being protected. We do have our guardian angels and our guides, or however you want to look at that. We have that. So if you prefer to pray, you can tap while you're praying. That it's really quite powerful to do that because you're really connecting within. So I digress because I'm taking too much time here. It's supposed to be a short one. So let's tap into this message with the tapping. And remember, all you need are your fingertips and responsibility for your own well-being. Reach out if you need anything, any kind of support. And so we'll start at the eyebrow. And I just want to tap into this last part of the message. All right. Nice breath. Ooh, come down out of that busy brain again. Eyebrow point. I am blessed, side of the eye, to connect today. Under eye. I am going through powerful set of light initiations. Under the nose. I am being led to be a teacher and a leader. Chin, from a powerful space of love. Collarbones. It is important for me to connect, stay here, with the true power within me. Underarm. I will not be concerned by the intensity of the energies. Top of that surround me right now. Eyebrow. Facing shadow parts of myself, side of the eye, and my story under eye is essential under nose for connecting with the divine, chin, and divine magic. Collarbones and evolved beings of light are there to lead the way. And I take a nice breath. Shake it out. How does it feel in your body now? What's going on? Did your number come down? Has some of that tightness and constriction released? Just feel into it. And as always, if you are more relaxed, you can keep going. You can go all the way down to 0. I often like to say that I'm going to keep tapping until I'm at least at a 3. But then later I might say, what's under that 3? What can I keep going? Yeah. Just let that happen. Or if you haven't come down or you've even ramped up a bit, because that can actually happen where we go up before we come down, that just means you've really hit the nail on the head. You're tapping into something that's underneath there, and just allow that to be. You never have to fix it. You can just honor, I honor how stressed I am right now. I honor how overwhelmed I am with everything going on. I'm just going to honor that and allow that to be, and feel the relaxation, and notice how easy it is. You can tap anywhere, anytime. And there are ways to tap stealthily where nobody even knows what's going on. I teach that in my YouTube channel. And I just shuffled a tiny bit before leaving. And I'm going to share this one too. Just as we leave today, angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. This is a potent connection. This card and other messages I've been receiving are all about that we are protected. We do have that connection always. And sometimes we just forget. So no. We have more than one guardian angel. We have a guardian angel, but we also have many, many who are there protecting us always. So reach out to them. Reach out to your ancestors, your loved ones, your role models and mentors, all of the ones who have been before us, all of the thoughts and ideas and instincts, intuition. It's all there for us. It's always been, will be. Link onto that and reach out, as I said. I'll be back next week. Meanwhile, hop over to the YouTube channel if you're not getting it there already here, and tell me what's going on in your life. What's keeping you up at night? It's such an honor to be here for you. Always remember that you are loved, and I see your beauty and I see your light. Shine brightly.